In his speech to the ESPYs nearly 20 years ago, Jim Valvano, who would later die of cancer, said, "Don't give up. Don't ever give up." And when I think of those that have died of pancreatic cancer, I don't think of "don't give up, don't ever give up." I think more of "the time for a cure is now." When I look in the eyes of my sons and think about their future, I think the time for a cure is now. And when I look out over this crowd in this room, and I see the love and commitment of this community, I know the time for a cure is now.
The hope that Greg's speech brought to all of us that night was for the urgency and the change in direction for the whole global pancreatic cancer community. Luke and Amanda Ottaway were both college students at the time and came up with the idea that they could do something, that this younger generation could do something to help Greg transform the outcome of pancreatic cancer. There were children there, high school students, college students, business leaders. A lot of people from the Blair County community rallied to help us want to change the outcome. The proceeds of the fundraising was donated to Dr. A. James Moser, who is a hepatobiliary pancreatic surgeon. Greg had a follow-up appointment with Dr. Moser right after the dinner and presented Dr. Moser with a check right at Dr. Moser's office. The success of the first event and the success of Greg's overall health were really the determining factor that we were going to just plan to have a second dinner. And it was Booker Moore that decided he wanted to surprise Greg and I at the second annual Griff's Run and Gun for a Cure dinner with the announcement to the entire audience that they had formed the Greg and Kathy Griffith Family Foundation as a gift from Booker and the community. We became the foundation in July of 2011, and our amazing board hired Tammy Fleck as our executive office administrator, and she put a plan of action in place for Sideline Cancer to take us to where we are today. And then we met Intel Science and Engineer Fair winner in July of 2012. And we hosted Jack then on April 5th, 2013 at Penn State Altoona. And we had created a campaign that previous winter called Tackle Cancer. And it was Jack Andraka who said that tackle cancer was very limited and that we needed to create a campaign that could include everybody. That's where, when we got students together, formed a focus group with Jack Andraka and Kiara Sheardon, that the outcome was our I Can Sideline Pancreatic Cancer Youth Initiative, the only youth initiative in the world that engages students to use their entrepreneurial and philanthropic ideas to raise awareness and be advocates for transformational change for pancreatic cancer. Lisa Georgiana attended our first pancreatic symposium at Penn State Altoona on April 5th, 2013. And she was so excited about meeting Jack Andraka and was inspired by his work that she returned to St. Francis University and established the first ever Sideline Cancer Chapter Club. St. Francis University has housed us with their volleyball team, so their philanthropic endeavors benefit Sideline Cancer. Then we started to host more dinners, and we transitioned to calling everything Sideline Cancer. So we have had 8 Sideline Cancer dinners, 7 Fun to Cure nights at the Altoona Curve, and 6 Tee Off for a Cure golf tournaments. And we have involved students in dozens of awareness events in numerous Blair County schools. We knew that we needed to get more volunteers and more help, so we engaged the youth by having a non-paid internships established here at our foundation, by engaging the youth. That has been the transformational change here at the foundation. From 2010 to date, our Griffith Family Foundation Sideline Cancer Youth Initiative has donated $260,000 to the research efforts of Dr. A. James Moser at Harvard Medical School. We have created ICAN sideline cancer assemblies that we do all through Blair County at a lot of the local schools. What we do is we engage students to believe that they truly can be the change that our world needs and that their voices can be heard to transform and change and sideline pancreatic cancer. The basketball tournament, which is aired on ESPN, began in 2014, and our good friend John Boyer and Billy Clapper made the connection for us. And the TBT is a winner-takes-all $2 million prize, and it is a great platform to raise awareness on a national scale through the ESPN and the ICAN sideline cancer. We have had successful teams every year, and our players really believe always that they also can be instruments of change through their gift of basketball. My husband Greg loved the game of basketball, and we began with a family day of basketball at the Hollidaysburg YMCA. And after about 3 years of the tournament, we then birthed it from biddy basketball to what Greg Griffith would call the big dance. I see a lot of people coming together through the game of basketball with a platform of the Purple Awareness for ICAN Sideline Pancreatic Cancer. The Digestive Disease National Coalition is a coalition that brings together all of the digestive disease disorder community in the United States. 5 years ago, I was asked to be a part of it to represent the pancreatic cancer community. What it does is it coincides with Greg's second speech.
It's going to take people talking to leadership to help pull this together. It's going to take the top doctors in the world willing to talk to the other top doctors in the world to defeat cancer. It's going to take the willingness of people in Congress to fight this disease. Not necessarily just from a money standpoint, but from a leadership standpoint, pulling folks together.
It pulls the whole pancreatic cancer community together. We became members of the American Society of Clinical Oncology, the American Association of Cancer Researchers, and we are a proud member of the World Pancreatic Cancer Coalition that was established in May of 2016, and today boasts 74 members, 31 countries, and 6 continents. We are more powerful together, and we are better together, and we are demanding better for pancreatic cancer. Greg began working at Penn State University back in 2007. And he was diagnosed while he was a adjunct instructor at Penn State University in 2010. And so now, what does my heart good is that in 2018, we are an official club. I can feel Greg's spirit, and I can feel Greg's spirit engaging the youth to use their voices and their hearts to want to see the change to get this to the finish line. A junior, Sierra Cobbler, at Penn State University reached out to Dr. James Adair. And she thought it would be good to reach out to him because she had Googled that he was working on nanojackets, very similar to Jack Andraka. So she put the connection together that both were interested in both nanoparticles. She emailed him at 11:20 at night. He responded back to her email within 2 days, and the next thing I know, we were all meeting with him, and he had confirmed to be our Penn State Club advisor, and on March 1st, 2018, Sideline Cancer became an official club at Penn State University. And the excitement continued. On April 24th, 2018, Dr. James Adair became the 2018 recipient of the Invent Penn State Inventor of the Year. The platform at Penn State University brings the voice of the younger generation to want to see transformational change for pancreatic cancer, with the possibility of a purple out at a football game, a purple night at a basketball game, or even anything non-related to sports, whether that would be in the classroom, through a club. The possibilities with ICAN sideline cancer are endless. This is truly just the beginning of what we can do. When I look at those words, I can, I see hope, I see collaboration, I see people of all age groups coming together through their passion and their determination. And what we hope to see one day is that this disease, pancreatic cancer, will be a treatable and curable cancer. 2019 was a momentous year with several remarkable milestones being reached for pancreatic cancer. In April, we hosted our ICAN Pep Rally for pancreatic cancer with organizations from around the world. July was a benchmark month for pancreatic cancer awareness. We received a sponsored digital billboard in Times Square, New York City. This billboard was viewed every 10 minutes, 24 hours a day for 6 weeks. Our ICAN message was seen by over 1 million people passing through Times Square daily. My family was inspired and captured this moment in history with a photo underneath of our ICAN message of hope. In late July, our Sideline Cancer TBT basketball team made history for pancreatic cancer awareness on ESPN. The basketball tournament provided us with a platform with TV viewership of over 690,000. Playing to a crowd of over 8,000, our Sideline Cancer TBT basketball team advanced through 2 rounds of the basketball tournament. Our message of hope was broadcasted on ESPN as well as across TBT social media outlets. August, we hosted our 10th annual Griff's Sideline Cancer Dinner with special guest speaker Tom Whitehead of the Emily Whitehead Foundation. He shared the miraculous journey of his daughter Emily and how to activate the cure. In the fall of 2019, Sideline Cancer at Penn State hosted their inaugural ICAN PSU Challenge ice cream eating contest. The contest was held during College Game Day weekend at the Penn State Berkeley Creamery to raise awareness for pancreatic cancer. We concluded our 2019 year with Purple Puck Night to Sideline Cancer with the Penn State Altoona men's hockey team. Sideline Cancer is where wisdom meets energy and changes the world. We will continue to believe always that together we can sideline pancreatic cancer.